Okay, very well. My name is Michael Uche Humadu. I'm a certified nutritionist with Neolife University. Neolife is a health foundation that has been responsible for helping thousands and millions of people to get better over 60 years now. Now, in this video, if you are going to stay with me till the end, you'll learn exactly the formula for longevity, which involves cleaning your blood vessel at the cellular level. And then you learn how to do this with basic and simple things without you visiting the hospital or needing any doctor's help. Because the fact is that most of us today, for us to stay healthy, truly we need information, and information is power. Now, the question I want to ask you is this: what are some of the most common diseases that we have today? If you look around, research has made us know that some of the most leading diseases today, that they are cardiovascular and cerebrovascular based. Today it is not hard for us to find someone with stroke, cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, migraine headache, low sexual ability and more. These are some of the results that we actually get from cardiovascular and cerebrovascular abnormalities. Now, the fact is, there is no difference, there's no new trick or new discovery that is going to make you stay healthier than discoveries that have been made centuries ago. Basically, there are three basic pillars of healthy body that you want to maintain, and this is true for all ages and for all people. You see, 20% of us, of our health, 20% of our healthy body lies in our ability to rest our body well, and then our ability to exercise our body well. Rest and exercise, if you combine them together and then you do them properly, you are actually taking 20% steps towards being healthy. And 80% of our healthiness, 80% of our healthiness lies in diet. That is what we put in our mouth. That is why somebody said that most people, that we dig our graves with fork and knife. And I think that is why one of the most famous philosophers of all time, Aristotle, he said, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine thy food. And so all of these things relates back to how important it is for you to feed your body very well if you're actually going to stay healthy for a longer period of time. Now, before I'll show you the simple step you need to take, for you to stay healthy for a very long time. And some of these simple steps, they are not actually new to you, but I want to promise you that at the end of it all, you'll find more new information that will empower you to actually take this information and start acting with them, because action supersedes and overrides every other thing. Now, quickly, I want to show you three horrifying projections you can't joke with. Three horrifying projections about your health that you don't want to joke with. Number one of them is, it is said that going forward, more death will occur at older ages compared to younger ages. That is from now till 2030. More people will die out of, more death occurrence will happen in the older adult. Previously, before we actually had the prevalence of medicine and the rest of them like that, the world was battling with infant mortality. But projecting down into 2030, we will no longer be talking about infant mortality. We talk about people, most of the death will occur when people are at the ripe age of growth. Now, global numbers of death are projected to rise from 57 million in 2002 to 64.3 million in 2015 and 74.3 million in 2030, with a dramatic shift in the distribution of death from younger to older ages. A dramatic shift from younger to older ages. Now, stay with me. You'll understand exactly why I'm sharing this data with you. The second thing is, the second projection you don't want to joke with is that more death in older ages occur today from high blood pressure and diabetics. Today now, as I talk to you, one of the most leading cause of death today is high blood pressure and high blood sugar. Also, going back to most of these diseases, 99% of them, they are lifestyle based. you'll still understand. Now, the third projection you want to really be careful about is this. Now, it is said that there will be 15 million shortage of health workers by 2030. By 2030, global demand for health workers will rise to 80 million workers. The supply of health workers is expected to also reach 65 million. But even with the rise in the supply over the same period, resulting in a worldwide shortage of 15 million health workers, we will still have shortage of 15 million health workers. Now, today as I speak with you, for every one Nigerian, that's for every 1,000 Nigerian, we only have one certified doctor that could actually take care of them. Meaning that if 1,000 people fall sick today, right now, we only have one doctor that could attend to that patient. And that is why you want to take your health into your own hands. You want to go for prevention instead for waiting for the disease to happen, and then you look for how to cure it. Now, what does this mean for you? It means that for us to stay safe, to become very healthy, the only thing we want to do right now is you want to become your own best doctor. What you want to do right now is you want to become your own best doctor by getting access and making use of life-saving health information. Information is power. And of course, don't forget that the difference between the certified medical practitioner and you is information. So meaning that if you could actually get access to some of the inside information these people have access to and use it for yourself, you'll be able to empower your body and stay out of the hospital. And of course, just by Aristotle, he said, let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food. Now, let's go deep in. I want to share with you the most important health hack used by the ancients to live over 100 years. And we are not talking about any other thing than the healthy food pyramid. Quickly, let me take you back again. For us to be healthy, there are three basic pillars of healthy body. There are three basic pillars of health that you want to observe. Now, our health lies in our ability to rest our body well, our ability to exercise our body well, and our ability to eat exactly the food that will supply us the nutrients we need. Now, if you can rest very well, resting 8 hours in a day of good sleep could actually help you get that done. And then if you can exercise 30 minutes per day, of course, you will be taking 20% steps towards being healthy. That's 20% out of 100. And 80% of your healthy living lies in your diet. That is what you eat. So let's go. So it has been discovered that as an average human being, you and I, we really do not understand how to feed our body well. Don't forget, the essence of eating is for us to get the available nutrients that are useful for our system. So most people, they eat you can eat your way into a stronger and energetic body if you can actually follow and eat in accordance to the healthy food pyramid. The healthy food pyramid is a concept that was discovered by the World Health Organization, and then they said this is the model for eating so that we could have access to the nutrients that are relevant for our body. And that is exactly what the healthy food pyramid is all about. So when you look at it, at the top of this pyramid here, we have fat, oil, sugar, sweet, which we could actually categorize as carbohydrate. What our body needs is 5% of this kind of food. We talk about swallows, we talk about rice, we talk about all of this food that produces fat and gives carbohydrate, which later results into energy in the body. We only need them at 5%. How do you know 5%? It means that, for instance, if you have taken rice in a day during your 3-course meal, then you are supposed to make sure that the next time you take rice, which is a carbohydrate kind of food, should be probably after 1 week or probably after some days. Yes, that is how we could actually talk about this percentage. Or in your daily serving, as you are eating your food on every day, you want to make sure that the low percentage of that food contains carbohydrate. But the question is this possible? We are still going to answer this as we move ahead. Now, 20% of what you and I should eat, or what you should eat, 20% of your daily consumption should come from meat, fish, milk, and eggs, which is protein. We need protein for healthy tissue growth, but the rate at which we need this in the body is just 20%. And so you understand what that means. Now 30%, that 5% of what you should consume should contain fruits and vegetables. 35%. And we can't overemphasize the importance of fruits and vegetables. These are the kind of food that have what we call antioxidants. They are natural blood cleanser, and this also empowers your body with antibodies that helps you to fight against diseases. Most of the antibodies, we found them in fruits and vegetables, especially in red fruits like tomatoes and the rest of them like that. Now 40% of what you should be eating should come from whole grains, cereals, wheat, and this is it at the bottom of the pyramid. And the reason is very simple. You are going to understand this. Whole grain produces what when given to you in the best form, gives your body what we call lipid and sterol. Now let me play this video so that you understand what I'm talking about. Now, what is the essence of lipid and sterol? Lipid and sterol helps your cell wall. The picture you are seeing here on your screen is a cell wall. This is actually a cell, and you understand what the cell is. It is said that the cell is the foundational unit of the human body. The human body itself is made up of over 73 trillions of cells. And what these cells do is that they are the little element that connects together to form the whole human body. They connect together to form the whole human body. Now, when you eat food in the healthy food pyramid way, it produces the needed lubricant, the needed lipid and sterol that helps to lubricate the cell wall. Now, this arrow you are seeing, and what you are seeing pouring into the cell is the import of relevant nutrient that helps the cell to grow. Now, your cell and my cell, they don't respond to drugs. They only respond to nutrients. Our cell can only be affected or impacted by nutrients. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure you feed your body in the right way so that the cell wall can be very soft. The lipid and sterol that comes from whole grain and that comes from you consuming food in the healthy way, just the way we stated earlier. The secret is that it helps to produce lipid and sterol that helps to make the cell wall to be soft and permeable for nutrients to pour in. And just as you can see here, the nutrients are pouring in, getting right inside the cell wall. And so once you can have a healthy cell like this, you can have a healthy body. Once you have a healthy cell, you'll be able to avoid a lot of diseases. Yes, like high blood pressure, like stroke, like heart attack, like low sexual performance, and arthritis, joint, back pains, and the rest of them like that. Why? Because your cell is functioning very, very well. Now, but unfortunately, this is not how we feed. This is not exactly how we feed. We turn the healthy feed pyramid upside down. And so what you're seeing now is how most people feed, well over 90%. Now, this does not depend on maybe you have money or you don't have money. This is purely habitual. We habitually, most of us, by the time we are growing up, regardless of any amount of money we have, we feed our body mostly with carbohydrate. Now, close to 75, 85, 90% of what we eat on a daily basis is carbohydrate, which is very wrong. And the body is only needing 5% of carbohydrate for it to function well. So this is what we have done to the healthy food pyramid. And for this sake too, our cell also responds to this kind of feeding habit. Your cell responds to this kind of feeding habit. So now what happened is that instead of the cell to actually be very soft, the cell lacks the appropriate nutrient, especially lipid and sterol, that is supposed to make the cell wall to be soft. And so what happens is that nutrients, when they are trying to flow in, they find it difficult to get into the cell wall. Just as you can see right now, this is a scanty cell wall. This is a cell wall. Is a cell wall compared to, this is a very mighty cell wall that has everything that is needed. But what you previously saw is a scanty cell wall. Now, when you compare this particular cell, nutrient is not getting in, and then you compare it with a cell, with your cell, when nutrient is getting deep right inside it, then you discover the difference between being healthy and being very, very unhealthy. And unfortunately, that is how a lot of people feed the body today. And so the fact that the cell is not healthy is exactly the cause of most malfunctional body. A malfunctional body is almost always the result of unhealthy lifestyle, especially bad eating habits. So today we talk about somebody that has diabetes, abnormal blood pressure, arthritis, cancer, low sexual ability, and the rest of them like that. All of these are resultants of how we feed our body. So now, meaning that if we can feed the system and then you can operate with the system very well at the cellular level, if your cell can be healthy, then the whole of your body can also be healthy. So exactly what is the solution? The solution is to find a way to make sure to feed the body very healthily. Now the question is, even if you have all the money, can you feed exactly the way you are supposed to feed? Yes, it is possible, but I want to tell you that most of us cannot do that. You cannot, 90% of us cannot get that done. And that is why you need to understand the importance of supplementing your diet. That's why you need to understand the importance of supplementing your diet. Now, supplementing your diet simply means your ability to take in some extra nutrients that your body needs, vitamins that your body needs, that you naturally cannot get from the food that you eat, maybe based on how the food was processed or based on your habit. And once you are able to get those things into your body, at the end of the day, you discover that you stay healthier and stronger. And so, let me share with you a particular health product supplement that is basically produced by the Neolife company to help make sure that your cell gets the appropriate nutrient. And so what you're seeing on your screen is what we call Neolife 3NN. Neolife 3NN. This is actually a supplement that is especially made with a whole lot of whole grains, rice bran, that contains lipids that helps your cell to become soft and permeable. So energy starts with your cells. And so what you're seeing right now, this is actually a picture of a healthy cell. And healthy cell simply means that the right nutrient easily get in, and then metabolism take place, and then the waste product easily get out. If the cell can function like this, then you are working your way to more long life. And of course, versus unhealthy cell, what you're seeing right now is an unhealthy cell. Most 90% of our cell, this is how it is, of most people's cell. This is exactly how the cell is. Unhealthy cell, waste nutrient is not able to get in easily, and then waste product is not able to get out easily, and this can cause a dysfunctional cell, and dysfunctional cell causes dysfunctional tissue. Dysfunctional tissues causes dysfunctional organs. Dysfunctional organs causes dysfunctional system, and a dysfunctional system is what causes a dysfunctional human body. So your health starts at a cellular level, and that is exactly what this product is meant to do. So quickly, let me introduce you to some of the testimonials from some persons that have actually been able to use this particular product and what they have found. Let us hear from them. So let me go back and let's hear from this one.
Hi, my name is Lynn May, and I'd like to share with you a testimony about Neolife's Tree NN. I started taking Neolife supplements in 1988. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2005, which I've been able to control with diet and supplements, specifically salmon oil and full motion. In 2014, I started to lose weight for no apparent reason. I lost about 25 pounds. I kept taking the vitamins and kept trying to keep my diet healthy. And then in 2016, I experienced some stressful situations that caused me to have a flare up of the rheumatoid arthritis. The inflammation in my body was difficult to control, and I also had a lot of residual pain. And on top of that, I was tired all the time. In February of this year, I listened to a Neolife product call done by Susan Adams on the Tree NN, and I knew about Tree NN, but I guess I wasn't applying the information to myself. When I changed to a paleo diet, I haven't been getting the lipids and sterols that are necessary to feed my cells. So I decided to try an experiment. And on March 1st, I started taking 4 extra Tree NN a day, 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Within a month, the residual pain has gone away, the inflammation is under control, and on top of that, I gained 6 pounds. I'm so excited at what Neolife products have done for me. I know that they can help you too.
Okay, let's hear from Mr. Igwe Anderson. This is his own PNN story, and this man is actually from Nigeria.
Everything is yes. Yes. It's okay like this. Yes. Like daddy, like now as we are using training now. Sure. People are white photo. People was some people actually they don't believe on the training.
No, training is a star product.
Like if for you now, as you who have used it, you have a testimony. According to your testimony, you say that you use the trainer,
yes,
and before you drop your egg, we don't know if it is it true.
It is very true. I started using bifocal lenses in 1980.
Okay.
When I had crossed 40 years, according to the medical experts.
Yes, sir.
And then I came to know about training in 2005 or thereabout. By 2009.
A gap of let's say a gap of 4 years.
Yes. Then I dropped.
You drop it.
Yes. So I use it optionally now. If the room is dark,
yes, sir,
and there's not enough illumination,
yeah,
I take glasses to read them, just for the sake of the illumination. Once there is illumination, no, it's sufficient illumination, no matter how small the prints are.
Okay. So that's a good one.
That's amazing.
You also mentioned that it can also affect hair.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes.
Mentioned
it affects the level of the gray hair system. If I go out trainer for some time, you see gray hair won't coming out of my
yes,
yes, my
breast.
Yes. Yes. But when one starts using training, the gray hair. Yes. So yeah, my wife some of the time was always saying that you don't want to grow old. She herself was already growing gray.
Oh, gray hair.
That is amazing. That
so
is
you
amazing.
don't want to grow old.
Yeah.
So that is why I've stuck onto
Training.
yeah. Now I don't believe that the way it is working in my eyes.
2005.
Yes, the way it's working in my eyes,
Yes.
it's also affecting the entire system
System
of my
of
body.
body.
But it's through the eyes that I can just pinpoint.
Yes.
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 Oh, and we are grateful.
Yes.
For their this. And like the people that will review this, they will not able to have a confidence to use the trainer. The first the trainer is not a drugs. It's a full supplement.
It's a star product.
Yeah, you call it a star product. It's only this company, New Life, that owns this product for the full world. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, and basically I think this is those of the two testimonies that we'll be sharing about the New Life trainer. So if you have actually found this information useful and then you want to try out the supplement to also check out how it can impact your own health at a cellular level, check around this page and look for where the link is, where you can actually either contact us directly and then you learn about how you can get this product for yourself. Basically I think that is just that about that. So 3NN is that solution that you will need for a stronger, healthy body. Works for everything that you might think of, since it's a cellular product that helps to lubricate your cell. Use it for Personally, I've administered the medication for people with high blood pressure, people that wants to lose weight, with eye issue, yes, even people with cancer and the likes of them like that. Now there are combinations of product that you put together, but 3NN is not meant for any diagnosis. If you want to live healthier, stronger for a very long period of time, it is advised that you use this kind of product. You use the Neolife training. It helps you to lubricate your cell, and if your cell is healthy enough, then you can also stay healthier for a very long time. And so that's that about that. Look for wherever the link is around this page and click on how to learn more about the product, or how you can actually buy and get the product. I think that's that about that. Never forget what I said. Let by Aristotle, he said, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine thy food. So anytime you're feeling sick, or anytime you want to think of gaining a healthier body, never resort to taking chemically synthesized drug. Look for food. Yes, that is why God made those food for us. And then if you want to go deeper, look for a supplement like 3NN that can empower yourself. Thank you, and bye bye for now.